So, with y'all, man, this is the last video into the Super Bowl. I was seeing this. I looked at this video. It was on my feed when was going through my YouTube. But we got three true Super Bowl horror stories animated by Horror First Party. It's approximately 6:09, so we got about 20 minutes to the Super Bowl. Y'all let me know in the comments who y'all think gonna win today. Honestly, I feel like it's gonna be the Patriots, but hey, Seahawks might do a little upset, man. But let's get into this video, man. See this, man. Damn. All right, let's see this. NFL Addict.
I know all married women out there eventually have some degree of frustration with their husband's hobbies.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
For some, it's as minor as...
Because I was at work today, and I was talking to one of my OGs at work, and I told him, like, I asked him if he was watching Super Bowl. He was like, nah. I mean, I don't know why I asked him that, because I know he had to close. But, so he can't watch it. But I asked him if he was watching Super Bowl. He was like, oh, nah, not really. But, you know, it's probably going to be less people here since it's the Super Bowl. Like, soon as the Super Bowl start, everybody going to leave. Probably go to Buffalo Wild Wings, you know, Hooters or whatever, goes to the house. And it was just going to be single women, you know, not single women, but females, they might be shopping, but other than that,
wanting them to spend a little less time tinkering in the garage and a little more time tinkering in the sheets. For others, though, for women like me, it gets so much worse. My husband, Jason, has become a shell.
Hold on. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel that, bro.
Of a human being. All he does is drink, watch football, and drink. The lazy bastard doesn't even have a job anymore. He
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I could never do that. Like, just sit down and just watch something and just drink and all that. Like, I could never do that, bro. Even if I was retired. Like,
collects unemployment and skims cash from his mother's social security checks just to buy more beer. Day after day, he sinks deeper into the couch.
But you gotta help him with that, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it's like stuff like that. I don't even know if you can.
Eyes glued to the TV, playing football game after football game. When there's not a game happening live, he watches replays, never missing a single match, no matter how irrelevant the teams are. Believe me, I've tried every approach to get him to turn the TV off. I've been nice, reasonable, mean, seductive. I've even begged on my literal hands and knees. Nothing works. It all just makes him angry. And by God, has he grown a short fuse. At the slightest suggestion of putting something else on the TV, Jason will callously threaten me or our daughter, more than old enough to realize her father is a terrible role model. But I know his behavior must still be doing long-lasting psychological damage to her. The worst part is, Jason owns a gun. I used to know the combination to the safe until he changed it. Now, only he has access to it, and he sure as hell holds it over our heads. If I had $1 for every time he said he'd shoot me, I'd have enough money to leave him. Of course, I thought about calling the police every day, but there's a problem. Two problems, actually. First of all, despite seeming like he has 100% tunnel vision for the TV, Jason still has crazy good hearing. It's like he can tell when anyone is talking about him. No matter how quiet they try to be or what room they're hiding in, he will hear me talking on the phone with the police. And that brings me to the second problem. Out where we live.
You just gotta get out of there, bro. But it sounds like, I mean, he's right about to say that they live in a place where there's no, like, people around. So it's not like he can just go out there and ask some help. You know what I'm saying? Probably live, like, somewhere in the boondocks, nobody at. So he can't really go find no help right there, you know?
There's not going to be a fast response time. Even if I'm lucky and it only takes 5 minutes. That's more than enough time for Jason to do something. I don't know exactly how he would react, but I know it wouldn't be good. His threats have begun to be backed up by physical violence, not against us, but against whatever is around him. We've gone through 2 coffee tables in the past few months, and I've had to replace many other things around the house. The only object he wouldn't dare to damage is his precious TV. How else would he watch football? That, actually, gave me an idea. Without a doubt, I want this deadbeat asshole out of my house. I am sick and tired of him sleeping and living on the couch, constantly hogging the living room, so he can rot away and watch football for the rest of his miserable days. Even my daughter is over it. She wants to have friends over. She wants to watch the Disney Channel, not the NFL. She won't admit it, but she's scared to even go in the living room. She's afraid of what might happen to her if she blocks the TV.
Yeah, even that's not healthy, bro. Yeah, you gotta get your kid out of that environment, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Any way you can.
For a second, I know this because I'm scared too, and I don't want to live like this anymore. That idea I had, I've been sitting on it for a while, waiting for the right opportunity for it to hurt the most. It's simple, really. I'll just turn off the TV. I'll rip the cord out and hide it somewhere to make the point hit as hard as it can. I'll do it on the most important day in all of football, the Super Bowl. I don't have a clue how it'll go, but at least something will happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that if I was. Look at his eyes, bro.
At least something will happen.
Yeah, nah, he good. He got it, bro. You watch it. Hey, do what you do, bro. You got it. I don't
Hey, babe. Jason, honey, can you hear me? I want to talk to you. Jason, I'm talking to you. Hello? It's your wife. Remember me?
You gotta watch Married too, bro.
God damn it, that's it! There. What now?
Plug it back in now.
Anybody that talks like that might actually be a threat to society. Anybody that talks like one word after the other like this,
plug it.
Yeah, you might actually want to. Yeah, you might want to do it. I ain't gonna lie, you might want to plug it in, bro. Cause he doesn't have anything to lose, bro. For me, you just told me he was on the couch every single day, doesn't be there for his family, drinks whatever this is, and on the couch all day, sleeps on the couch. For me, watches all the NFL games. When there's no NFL games, he rewatches the other NFL games he already watched. You know what I'm saying? He can hear you from the whole room, the next room. For me, yeah, you gotta get up out of there, bro. And you got a kid too. You gotta watch y'all married, bro. I ain't gonna lie, all y'all females in the world, bro. Don't be just marrying anybody, bro. Same thing with men too. For me, but yeah, you gotta watch who you marry, bro. Cause anybody that talks like that, you might want to just turn it in. Plug that back in, bro.
Back in now.
Yeah, nah.
No.
He's too what's it called too? Like calm? Yeah, nah. Yeah.
No. You know what? What if I do this?
Crystal, no!
Don't break.
Crystal!
I thought she was about to break.
I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me.
You stupid bitch! What's wrong with you? Why would you do that?
Jason! Jason? Oh, shit. Baby! Get up. We have to go. What's going on? Come on, baby. We have to get away from Daddy. Too late. No.
Oh, yeah. No way he just shot them because she cut the cord to the Super Bowl, bro. But like I told you, I would say if you know he aggressive, you know he can't not watch football, you shouldn't have cut the cord. I would say, in my opinion, if I was in your situation, I would just, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Just go to your friend's house. That's what I would have did. Your friend, your cousin, your mom, sister, dog. I mean, not dog. Brother, dad. I meant dad, not dog. Somebody, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie. You see, he don't even want to do nothing with you no more. Just sit on the couch, drink beer, and watch football. You should just let him be. Don't even bother him. Let him have it. I mean, he don't even spend time with his own family. He spend more time watching football than...
The Florida woman was taken out by her husband during a rage over an NFL game.
RP the wife, though.
Crystal Rohr, 38, was fatally shot by her husband, Jason Kenney, on December 22nd after she asked him to turn down the Monday Night Football game between the San Francisco 49ers, his favorite team, and the Indianapolis
49ers are not even all that, bro.
Colts. Kenney, who was reported to have been drinking during the evening,
that has nothing to do with nothing, bro. And I don't even see why y'all be drinking, I mean, I don't know, I never had beer before, but I don't know why you want to drink while you watch a football game. I feel like you would just take the fun out of it. Because don't drink make you tired.
Came in rage that Rohr told him she didn't want to watch football anymore. Rohr was reported to have told her son to go to a neighbor and call 911 when the argument got really heated. And the boy said he heard a loud bang as he was fleeing the home. Responding deputies found Crystal dead, and her daughter with firearm wounds to the shoulder and face when they arrived at the scene. The girl is reportedly doing well on her recovery. The son and other daughter were uninjured. Kenny reportedly fled the scene and called his sister, telling her he had done something wrong, adding that it would be the last time they would talk before driving to his father's home, where deputies reportedly attempted to get him out of a shed before he took himself out.
I pity him too, bro. Oh, y'all gotta do better with y'all married and just what y'all decision making.
Last year, my old friend by the name of Danette told me she had inside access to the Super Bowl. She was talking to a reporter, some kind of high-profile sports commentator, and apparently, she'd been hustling him for all sorts of stuff. However, in order to seal the deal and get the ultimate prize, Danette had to take things a step further. Mr. Reporter had gotten a little bored playing with Danette alone. He wanted a threesome. Not only did one of my best friends just admit she was whoring herself out, but she was asking me to join her. Danette was...
Hey, y'all gotta stop with that, like, lust, like, threesome stuff, bro. Because it's like, when you get your future husband, bro, or wife, what are you going to tell them, bro? You feel me? Because, like, if you lie about it, that's the worst thing you can do. And if you tell the truth, it's like, it's still bad. Feel me? Like, you doing all this just for money. That's what I be telling y'all, bro. They say money is the root of all evil. And I feel like it is really, it's really not even necessarily the love of money. It's just always, yeah, I feel like it is the love of money. Like, having so much, like, always wanting so much money. Like, even if you have millions, billions of dollars, you still want more. For me, especially, and that's why I feel like, too, when you get addicted to that type of stuff, like lust and, like, you know, doing, you know, videos of that and stuff like that, when you get in tune with that type of stuff, it becomes like, okay, if, like, say, for example, they do this little threesome thing, right? If they can do that one time and they realize how much money they get from it, they're going to continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now it's like they're basically selling themselves out, selling their bodies out. And then when they end up never being able to get a husband because of what they do, it's like now they're going to feel like, oh, women aren't or men aren't shit, etc. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be telling you, or either that or they'll just continue to do it more. You know what I'm saying? With just other people. And then they might get, you know, God forbid, get some type of, you know, things like bad things, diseases.
Persistent. Like she worked me over slowly.
We earn so much money. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know about this. Trust me, we'll be rich after this. So I think
appealing to my particular interests.
But never make. I feel like never sell yourself out for anything, especially money, and never let anybody try and make you do this. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This
like,
wasn't just about the reporter, whom she assured was quite handsome. It was bigger than that. Through him, we could get close to the star players of the Super Bowl. It was a chance not only to score a night with some of the country's top athletes, but a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to gain access to the higher echelon of society. That kind of money was life-changing, and all just for...
That's what I'm saying, too. And that's what I was saying earlier, like, a couple days ago, I was talking to myself about, like, well, not talking to myself. I think it was, like, yesterday. I was saying, like, basically how us men, we are expected to, you know, make the money for the girl, and et cetera, right? So we'll grind ourselves every single day. We can't express our emotions on social media, none of that, because we look at us off. For me, we have to grind ourselves every single day. And then we're expected to use all that money that we're grinding to get to provide for a female that probably doesn't have a job and just wants us for our money. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll use our money, end up cheating on us. Now we're in a situation where we have to figure out either, you know what I'm saying, and then God forbid you get them pregnant or they're your wife, whatever. Now it's like, damn, now I gotta go, what was I about to say? They're your wife, whatever, right? Now you have to get a divorce, you know, all that stuff, and then now they get the money from half of it, you know, because how wife, you feel me? Or y'all getting the lust and you end up getting her pregnant. You know what I'm saying? It's just like so many different things that can happen. That's why I just feel like you gotta watch who you marry, you gotta watch who you, you know, do things with, etc. And just make good decisions in this world.
1 hour. I was in. Danette and I met up. Then went to the hotel where the reporter was staying.
And then God forbid, he doesn't have a disease himself. And that's why he's doing it for money. So that people think, oh, I'm getting all this money. Why would I not do it? You know what I'm saying? Whole time he got a disease. Now you got that disease because you wanted money so bad. You wanted to literally risk your life for some money that you could have got yourself, just so you can meet some star players and get all that money. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
The concierge recognized Danette and let us both up. I stayed focused and followed Danette's lead, hoping we could get this over with quickly. Once we got to the room and he answered the door for us, I was pleasantly surprised. He was actually kind of cute and didn't look much like a serial killer at all. Of course, I was still nervous as hell. The way the reporter was staring at me didn't help either. He was clearly more interested in me than in Danette, which meant I'd be doing most of the work. Still, I let her take charge. I didn't bat an eye when she pulled out those pills.
Hello, ladies. You're both looking irresistible.
Why, thank you, Mr. Famous Reporter. It's time for your medicine, baby.
I don't even know your name, Mahardy? Mr. What's she said? Mr. Interview? What if it's...
Irresistible.
Why, thank you, Mr. Famous Reporter.
Mr. Famous Reporter is your name, bro? It's just like, yo, you're literally selling your body out for a person. You don't even know his name. You don't know what disease he got. You don't know how many girls he does this with on a daily basis. It's just like, bro, we got to do better in this world, bro. This money shit, bro. There's so many different ways you can get your own bread, bro. You should not be selling your body out for this shit, bro. You feel me? Because then it's like, now, like I said earlier, bro, as soon as you get a future husband, future wife, that person ain't going to want to beat you no more because they know what you did, bro. Feel me? And now you might have you might get one if you were pregnant. Now you got to tell your future wife, or you're going to try and hide it, and then boom, you get caught. You feel me? That's what I be trying to tell you.
It's time for your medicine, baby. Open wide. Wait, what's that for?
Oh, it's just to enhance the experience for everyone involved.
Yes. Now here's one for the staff, one for stamina, and one more just for fun.
I'd seen enough commercials to know what the blue pill and yellow pill were for, though the white pill was a mystery to me. I didn't ask, though. I was worried too many questions would kill the mood. Once he'd swallowed all of his medicine, Danette took my hand and had us sit on the bed with him.
Yeah, it's all for him. So you just taking random wait, but he said he was one that said it was to help the what's it called?
I tried to turn my brain off and just go with it. Then, after maybe 5 minutes, Danette suddenly got up, but the reporter didn't seem to mind. He was fixated on me. Danette told me to just push him over and do it. I was very reluctant, yet I did it. He was weirdly malleable, but I figured he was just submissive. Then, Danette left the room, and it was just me and the reporter alone. But then I realized he wasn't doing anything. I called out to Danette, asking her to come help make this a three.
Killed this man. Bro, this is so crazy to me, bro. You just killed this dude. Okay, yeah. Let me get this straight. You had, so you met a reporter, cool. A famous reporter, whatever, Super Bowl, whatever, boom. So he says that he wants a threesome. For me, you get your friend to do a threesome with him, with y'all. For me, you give him a pill. He said that it was going to enhance the experience, whatever that's supposed to mean. Boom. So you took a blue pill, a yellow pill, and a white pill. Or not you, but he did. So he didn't know what the white pill was, but he knew the blue and the yellow, right? So he took the pills. You were doing it with him, you know what I'm saying? And then as soon as he was like this, like stiff like this,
did it. He was weirdly
like this, you could tell he was gone, bro. For me. And I feel like, I never like necessarily touched anybody that passed away in like the moment, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if like how you would like how they feel exactly. But I heard it'll feel like their skin turning brighter colors, and it'll be like real stiff.
Malleable, but I figured
they'll be real cold.
He was just submissive.
But bro,
then
as soon as she said turn him over and do it, like, yeah, that's how you should have knew.
Danette left the room, and it was just me and the reporter alone. But then I realized he wasn't doing anything. I called out to Danette, asking her to come help make this a threesome like it
money, bro.
Was supposed to be. She re-entered the room with her coat on again, tucking the reporter's phone and wallet into the pocket.
And she just stole, so she just killed this man. So she had intercourse with him, killed him, and took his money, bro.
That's when
it's an extremely crazy world.
Realized what I'd gotten myself into.
Danette? What are you doing with his... Don't say anything, not yet. But Danette, he's not moving. No, I don't want to do this anymore.
I don't think she'll get in trouble for it though, will she?
I'm done. Sit down. If you screw this up for me,
yes,
I'll tell your whole family what a filthy whore you are. You wouldn't. Oh, I would. Now stay put. This won't
Now she's getting black.
take long.
I did as Danette said. I stayed on top of the motionless reporter until she finished robbing him.
Oh yes, yes.
She took his wallet, phone, passport,
That's what money
all
does
of
for us, bro. Well, not us, but y'all. People that do stuff like this, bro.
his cash and jewelry, everything. When she was done, she told me I could get up, admitting that she had given him a huge dose of sedatives, and I was just there to distract him until they knocked him out. He was unconscious, all right, but he looked a little too gone. Feeling worried I'd been on too long, I checked for a breath. He wasn't breathing. I started to panic. I killed him. I didn't mean to, but it was...
No, you didn't kill him. Well, you did. I ain't like you. Yeah, you going to jail too, bro. Because you did. Well, you didn't know he was dead, but you sat on top of him.
It's too late.
On his body. You sat on his back.
I'd made everything so much worse than just a robbery.
Yeah,
Danette, on the other hand, told me to just flip him over onto his stomach. She said with all the drugs in his system, it would look like he just suffocated himself on accident. I had to believe her. We left the hotel right after. Danette told me she wouldn't get
that stuff like that is traumatizing for somebody, though.
She even had another guy helping her flip all the stuff she stole, which made me think this wasn't the first time she had done something like this. As it turned out, though.
That's why I feel like if a female is mad seductive to do intercourse with you, especially like a threesome too, there might she definitely did.
It was her last. The hotel caught us leaving the dead reporter's room clear as day on the security cameras. We were both arrested before the Super Bowl even happened. I've been in jail ever since, trying to fight my way out of this. Danette claims I was her accomplice, but people have to understand. I had no idea about the robbery plan or the sedatives, and I never wanted to kill him. I just wish I could go back and slap some sense into my past self. A woman has been charged with
that money be your
the death
life,
of
bro.
a television reporter while he was on assignment to cover the Super Bowl in New Orleans. Aiden Manzano, a 27-year-old reporter and anchor for Telemundo based in Kansas City, Missouri, was found dead February 5th in his hotel room. The next day, police arrested Danette Colbert, 48, on charges that she had stolen Manzano's cell phone and bank cards. Police have previously said security video from the hotel where Manzano was staying showed him and Colbert entering his room together the day of his death. Footage showed Colbert leaving without him about an hour later. Authorities have said Colbert later used Manzano's credit card to make purchases at a New Orleans gas
using their credit cards, like it's not going to get tracked.
Station and several stores in the area. It was later revealed that Colbert had an alleged accomplice, Ricky White, who commonly used substances to drug their victims. Investigators are working to determine whether Colbert and White were operating an organized scheme that targeted men in New Orleans and other locations in Louisiana and Las Vegas. They have already identified other men who appear to have been victimized.
Watch what y'all doing as well, bro. It's crazy, man. I was thinking about betting on the Super Bowl today too.
I wish I could say I'm an only child, and while I technically am, the reality of my home life simply doesn't reflect it. There's a man-child living in my parents' house. My dad's loser older brother, Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob used to have a life. He had a wife and 2 kids, but she divorced him, and he lost custody, along with half of his money. He blew the other half of his money on idiotic sports betting until the bank foreclosed on his house.
Yeah, I gotta stop with that sports betting, like making that like a thing.
After that, his only remaining option was to move into my dad's house. So, instead of having a little brother or sister down the hall, I have an Uncle Bob. These days, the only thing Bob cares about is trying to win his money back the same way he lost it, by betting on football. Whenever he lands a job, which he never holds for very long, that's where all his money goes.
Bro,
at this point,
actually what this dude looks like, bro.
What was once a sad sight to see has become frightening. Whenever a football game is on, Bob hijacks the TV so he can see how his bet is doing. I don't know if the betting system is really rigged against him like he says, or if he's just a moron, but it never goes good for him. Sometimes he wins, but after every win comes a crushing loss. He used to get depressed when he lost, but now he just gets pissed off and out of control. He screams at the top of his lungs, throws things across the room, and nearly breaks the TV every time. We used to tolerate him forcing us to watch football. Not anymore. Nobody wants to be in the same room with him as he's watching his money go down the drain. After the freakout ends, he goes out onto the back porch and chain smokes my dad's cigarettes, then begs him to go buy another carton, so he smokes 10 more packs before passing out on the couch, making the whole living room smell like an ashtray.
I gotta be more productive in life, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I used to be like I never took drugs and like that, but I did used to be like the type of person that wouldn't really do nothing, just play the game all day. But that was because I was in depression because of what happened to my mom. But other than that, like I wouldn't sit there and do that type of stuff, like just sit there, play the game, drink beer, smoke cigarettes. Like that's not good for you, bro. It's gonna make your life worse.
Growing up, I was honestly scared of Uncle Bob.
Like
now, I just hate him 365 days out of the year. But that one day I'm still afraid of him makes up for every day I spend ignoring him. That one day is the Super Bowl. This year, Bob kept telling us non-stop that this Super Bowl was going to be the one. He said he had thousands of dollars riding on
I'm not betting thousands on
some weird betting system we'd never heard of before. Of course, we all told him to keep that money, but telling a gambling addict to save his money is like telling a fly not to land on shit. On the day of the Super Bowl, we went to our rooms to watch it, leaving Bob alone with the game on the big screen. When the game was over, I went out to check on him. He was gathering his things to leave, a look of pure emptiness on his face. I asked him where he was going, but he just said, out. He left without another word, slamming the door behind him. It was like his addiction had finally broken him. However much he lost, it must have been worse than ever. We didn't see Bob for nearly 2 days.
Why did he have thousands of dollars to bet if he didn't have no money?
With every second that passed, I got more concerned. Even my dad admitted to being scared. He said if Bob didn't come back after 3 days, we would report him missing. However, the night before that happened, there was a development. I was lying awake in bed when I got a phone call. It was Bob. I picked it up, not knowing what he would say.
Uncle Bob? Why are you calling me so late? Where are you?
Listen, my boy. Listen to me very carefully. I've been kidnapped.
What? By who?
By bad people, kiddo. Very bad people I owe a lot of money to.
Yeah, that's
but you
what
can
I'm
help
saying.
me.
Uncle Bob, just call the police.
No, I can't trust them. Oh, shit. They heard me. Listen, kid, you gotta help me before it's too late. They're coming. Hurry!
Uncle Bob?
People don't play about their money, bro.
Bob! Shit!
That's why he got kidnapped, because he didn't have the money.
Suddenly,
I don't know how you
I
bet
forgot about every
$1,000
annoying and depressing thing that Uncle Bob did. He
Unless
was
you
in
didn't bet
danger.
the money,
He wasn't a
you got
good
bet.
person, but he was family. And he didn't deserve to die. I ran to my dad, hoping he would know what to do. We called the
In the middle of
police
the
and
night?
begged them to find Bob. Hours went by. We all felt terrible, knowing he'd been kidnapped for 2 whole days, and we never even bothered to look for him. But then, a miracle happened. The police found Bob, and he was okay. We were so happy to have him back. It was the first time we'd been happy about anything to do with him in years. Sadly, the moment didn't last. The cops who found Bob, they didn't find him beaten, panicking, or disheveled like you'd expect of a kidnapping victim. There was something off about how calm and clean he was. The timing of the whole thing was suspicious too. The more they looked into it, the more sure they became. Bob faked it. He was never kidnapped. He made it up. It was all just some stupid ruse to try and get out of paying gambling debts. He'd put so much money on the Super Bowl, only to end up owing over 50 grand. Naturally,
50 grand for the Super Bowl? Yeah, I ain't gonna. He's wild.
the cops arrested Bob for fraud.
I'm not betting anything over $1,000 on the Super Bowl. Even if I have millions of dollars, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
And for all I care, he can stay in prison and pay off his debts from the inside. That's the last time he ever plays with our hearts.
Yeah, he is
A
wild.
U.S. man has been accused of staging his own elaborate kidnapping to avoid paying out lost Super Bowl
Staging
bets.
kidnapping.
Robert Brandel, 60, was found tied up in his truck near Buffalo in New York State. He told officers he had been abducted by 2 armed men 2 days earlier, but police were suspicious that he appeared to be clean-shaven and calm. Officials now believe he was trying to get out of paying $50,000
The fuck? $50,000 pool. 500 per square. So I guess the record payouts 2,000 total. Final score 1,000. Shoot. First quarter, 5 bands. Second quarter, 5 bands. Third quarter, 5 bands. Final, 15 bands. Square must be paid by
$1,000 he owes following an online group bet. He faces charges of fraud and filing a false police report.
Who's that whispering in my ear? Man, y'all stay safe in this world, bro. I was gonna say Patriots for a second. Well, Super Bowl about to start. I'm gonna make a little, prediction right quick. So, like I said, the Patriots gonna win. I think if you were to ask me what the score gonna be, I'd say 20. It just depends, because I don't know if it's gonna be a high scoring game. But if it's not a high scoring game, it's gonna be like 25 to 28. And if it's a low scoring game, it's gonna be shit, I don't know, bro. But shit, I love y'all. Maybe 17 to 20, something like that. I love y'all though. Hope y'all enjoy the Super Bowl. I'm gonna react to it tonight. I don't know if we'll be able to post it. It might get copyrighted. Hopefully it doesn't. But I love y'all, man. Y'all stay safe. God bless y'all, man. Keep grinding, keep shining. I love y'all.